Alrighty guys, we're gonna make a little bit of modification to our park tool bike stand. I don't remember which version of our bike stand this is. It's an older one, and it's pretty beat up. I've used it for a while. Plus it was used when I got it. Okay, old goats, as you can see, we're trying to put the wheels onto our bike stand. We went ahead and got some of these bigger wheels. They're only 3-inch, but I wanted 4-inch. But then we had 2 of the 4-inch ones, and they had 4 of the 3-inch ones. And I needed this to be level, so they all need to be the same size, or else it would not be level. And then they throw the center of gravity off, and then it'd probably tip on me, so I don't want it to tip on me. But this way we'll be able to move the stand around, glide it across the floor. Of course, we've got the locking mechanism on them too. That way, when we're actually working, we can lock it. This is the first part of the alteration that we're doing to the bike stand. It is going to be two alterations that we're doing, just to make it so we can move it around and put our stuff on it. That way we can use it as a cart instead of actually having to go buy a cart. So we're just going to put the U-boat on here. We're going to hammer it on. Alright, once she's hammered on there, that does spread the pieces out. That's not a lot, it's not huge. But if you look at it right here, they're kind of too close together to fit in the holes. And if you look at it here, they're too far apart to fit in the holes. So even though it's not a huge difference, it's enough to cause a problem getting it in and out of the hole. So we're going to stick our, I don't even remember what these are called, because I'm not much for using these. Take those, we're going to squeeze them just enough to get that to line up where she'll slide right on. Nice and simple. So now that's on there, we're going to go ahead and get the second one. Mostly lined up. Doesn't have to be perfect yet. Just has to close. Clamp that down first. Well, we'll clamp down with this to kind of get those pulled back in a little bit. Make sure that both of those go on. Now we did get this a little crooked, so we're not quite straight. There, that's better. Alright, she's on there. Just gonna take her nuts. Thread those on there as well. But we're not done. We're not done. Now we're not going to tighten her down or anything, we're just going to put those on just enough to hold it. Now I do have these all, well, most of them locked. This one's not locked, the rest of them are. And this is a Park Tools bike stand. So you need it to move around a little bit. All right, we got that tightened in there, at least not really tightened up there, but finger tight somewhere. So now what we need to do is we need to sit her up and look to see if these things are angled correctly. Now this one is angled towards the outside. This one's angled towards the inside. This one's somewhat close, and this one I think I got this one dead on. But as you can see, you can't turn it. Okay, and it's because these ends of the bolts are in the way, so we're gonna have to cut those off too. But let me get this thing stood up, and we'll check to make sure that these things are all mostly level with the floor. Okay, and now that she's on the ground here, we are going to push this out as far as we can. This is where we want it. We want it to be the legs spread as far as they can. Now, this one is obviously a little crooked, so we're just gonna level that out here. And that looks pretty good where it's at. That looks pretty level, pretty flush, pretty flat. Looks like that wheel's got pretty good contact with the ground. So all we're gonna do is tighten her up. Just gonna lift her up here. Just enough to get this underneath. We don't want it to move around a whole lot. And we're going to put back down and make sure she's still, I think she still looks good. Now that wheel looks pretty good. But as you can see, right there, pretty well flush. So, yay! So once we get this one cleared and this one cleared, she'll be able to spin all the way around, and then we'll be able to rotate the thing all the way around. Alrighty guys, and with those wheels on, now she can move around freely to where I can put her wherever I want to put her. And of course, once she's there, lock, 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 and she's gonna sit nice and firm and snug. I did end up using a hacksaw, I think it's called a hacksaw, to cut those bolts off. Did end up using that instead of that little inky dinky thing. It just wasn't working. Alrighty guys, so if you're into assembly work and you need wheels on your bike stand to just tote your stuff around, that way you don't have to walk up to the store, grab a cart, and walk back to your vehicle. You can just pull right out of your vehicle. You don't have to have extra space in your car to carry around your own cart. Some guys do that at $270 for like the cheapest one I've seen, the cheapest nice one that I've seen. I don't know that I want to spend that much money, especially when these casters were like $12 each and the U-bolts were like $1.50 each. I mean, it's less than 70 bucks. I think I even got the wood for the shelf, and it was out of the store for about 70 bucks. So I didn't get anything to attach the wood to itself, so I'll go back and get other pieces, but that's okay. Actually, no, I don't, because I have the pieces right there that I took off the casters. No, I didn't even think about that. Just sheer random accident. Happy random accident. But I've seen some guys, you know, some people have these stands for
working their own, you know, doing their own stuff in their own shop. And then watch the guy doing custom builds. I mean, if you have a bike stand and you need wheels on it or want wheels on it, it's that simple. It's not hard. I've never done fabricating work like that, and I found it fairly simple. And I don't have, I mean, I did get my rotary tool out. It doesn't work. It's been out in the garage for, oh gosh, 8 years, 9 years, not used. But yeah, no, just use that hacksaw and then get down towards the end, throw your screwdriver in there, smack it with a hammer, hit your knuckles a few times just for good measure. Those things will snap right off and you'll be good to go. And then you got a bike stand on wheels that you can move around. Not that they're heavy, not that they're hard to move. Build that platform, set your stuff on it. Now you can move your entire rig with one shot. Bang!